One happy Wednesday. Let's go ahead and let's talk about what your jobs are for today. So first things first, we are on our home page. You're going to come over here to where it says assignments, and it is Wednesday. Go ahead and click the Wednesday button, and you are going to scroll down, and you are going to see your jobs for today. So first things first, we have our morning work. As always, again, we are talking about plural possessive nouns. With possessive nouns, we are talking about showing possession. It belongs to somebody. But with plural possessive nouns, it belongs to multiple people. And so you're going to go ahead, you're going to watch this video. Then you're going to scroll to slide number 2. And I appreciate your patience as this loads. Perfect, so it's going to go ahead. It is our Wednesday job. It asks you to sort, write each plural noun as a possessive, and write each based on its rule. So remember, the past 2 days we were introduced to 2 new rules. For example, if it ends in an S, you add an apostrophe at the end. So you're going to go through and you're going to decide which of these words ends in an S. Lions ends in an S, so you're going to add an apostrophe after the S. You would type it here. Then you're going to look at the examples. If it doesn't end in an S, I do apostrophe, then add S. So I look for words that do not end in S. Geese does not end in S. I'm going to type in geese, apostrophe, S. And so you're going to go ahead, you are just going to sort them based on those rules that you know. There is 3 for each. Then you're going to go ahead, you are going to click on your journal. It is Words of Wisdom Wednesday. And your quote is, "Kind words can be short and easy to speak, but their echoes are truly endless." Mother Teresa. So you're going to go ahead, you're going to tell me, what do you think Mother Teresa is trying to say when she's talking about how kind words can be really short and easy to say, but their echoes are truly endless? What is she trying to say when she is saying this? So you're going to tell me what the quote means to you and how it applies to your life. 5 to 6 sentences. Then you have your Zoom. After our Zoom, you're going to go ahead, you are going to click on the IB symbol. As we did on Monday, you guys each picked a holiday. You clicked on the Google Forms. You picked a holiday that you were interested in learning more about. And so I had a couple of friends who picked Hanukkah. I had some friends that picked Kwanzaa. I had some other friends who picked New Year's. So you're going to go ahead. You are going to, these are the ones that you were provided as a list of holidays to look up. You are going to use the one that you picked on Monday, that you selected on the Google form. You're going to use that to go ahead and answer these questions. So you can see that this is a graphic organizer that really helps you kind of figure out the basics of your holiday. So you're going to go ahead, it says holiday name. If I have Kwanzaa, I'm going to go ahead and type Kwanzaa. Then you're going to see asks, who celebrates this holiday? So I would open a tab. Remember, this is practicing our research skills. I would type in who celebrates Kwanzaa, and I'm going to write 3rd grade, so I make sure that I get material that is appropriate for me. And so I go through and I find, what does it say? Celebrate Kwanzaa in the United States. What does that mean? All right, let's read it. So it will learn about the celebration of Kwanzaa. So then you go through and you can see that it's actually a lesson. So in a lesson, it probably will give us some good information that might be nice. And so you're just going to go through and you are going to look for information about Kwanzaa and who celebrates Kwanzaa. Then it's going to ask, where is this holiday celebrated? So it can be you should be really specific if it celebrates not only in a specific country but also where it says special building. So if somebody goes to a temple as part of the celebration, you would write that there. Then it says, when is this holiday celebrated? You're going to go ahead, you are going to type when the holiday is celebrated. For example, Christmas. We know Christmas is always celebrated on the 24th and 25th. Some of these other holidays, though, it might be the third Sunday of December. So make sure that you go through it and you read exactly when that holiday is celebrated. And then finally, not finally, because we still have this section here, but why is this holiday celebrated? Why are they celebrating? What are they celebrating? And then finally it says how. How is the holiday celebrated? What foods, music, clothing, customs, and traditions are a part of the celebration? So what are they doing? How are they celebrating it? Are they, using special envelopes and passing out certain gifts? Are they eating a certain dish? Are they wearing specific types of clothing? What are they doing and how are they celebrating? That's what you're going to go ahead. You have 3 spots to type right there. And so that is going to be your big media assignment for today. Then you have a break. After that break, you're going to go ahead. You are going to do your prefix and suffix practice. You're going to click on that YouTube button. And it's going to take you straight to the job. You're going to go ahead. You are going to practice. Then you have your author's point of view assignment. You're going to go ahead, you're going to click on the orange book. And you are going to click on the assignment. And again, you have audio available to you. So if you'd like to have the story read aloud, you can listen to it. Use that tool if you need it. I appreciate you guys being patient while it loads. Awesome. So you can see right away from the title, Good Dental Health. I'm thinking in my brain, I wonder what this story is about. Then I move down to slide number 2 after I've read or listened to the story, and I respond to the questions. You guys are familiar with these questions now because this is day 3 of doing this assignment. So it asks, what is the author's point of view? What is their opinion? What is their perspective? How do they view the topic? What is one reason he or she gives to support their point of view? You're just giving me one reason. Remember, the reasons are usually split up in paragraphs. So you can go to one paragraph and you can probably find one reason. That's what they're talking about in that whole paragraph. Then you're going to tell me, what is your point of view? Do you believe in the good dental health? Not in good dental health? What is your point of view? Then you compare and contrast. I had someone ask me yesterday about comparing and contrasting, and I'm really glad that they did, so that way we can, really make sure that we understand exactly what I'm asking for. So in compare and contrast, you are going to tell me I agree or I disagree. This is where you're really going to specifically tell me how you are feeling about the topic in comparison to how the author feels about the topic. Then for number 5, it said, what can happen if someone does not practice good dental hygiene? So this is going to be practicing our inferencing skills. What do we already know about what happens if we don't take care of our teeth, as well as what does it say in the story. So we use that information to make an inference about what would happen if we do not do good dental hygiene, if we do not have good dental hygiene, rather. Then we have our lunch. After lunch, you're going to go ahead. We have a multiplication quick check. Remember, quick checks, they're not tests, they're not quizzes. It's just a quick little way for you to assess your learning, as well as Miss Walsh just to assess your learning. Then you're going to go ahead, you're going to write your name, and as I said, you're going to go through and you're going to respond to these questions. I noticed the other day I had a couple of friends who went back and retook the quiz to try and get more points. That's not necessarily how the quick checks work. This isn't one of those where you go back and you redo it. It's kind of a one and done deal, unless you made a mistake and if the form doesn't like your answer, even though you know it's right, then send Miss Walsh a message. But don't go through and keep taking it and using the answers that they show you at the end to then retake it and get 100%. That doesn't really make sense, and it doesn't help you, and it doesn't help Miss Walsh when I'm looking at the data afterwards. So just keep that in mind, please. And then you have iReady Math. Go ahead and click on the iReady symbol, 30 minutes, and then you just have cleanup, and that's it for the day. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your day. All right, bye D1.